Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what's coming next for you. We're going to be doing this reading focusing on what's coming next in terms of blessings, healing, and success. And to do this reading, we're going to be picking between these 4 decks or 4 crystals, and let me introduce the crystals to you. For pile number 1, we have the Rhodanite, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Peach Moonstone, and this is what it looks like. It's a Peach Moonstone heart. For pile number 3, we have the Tourmalated Quartz. This is what it looks like. And for pile number 4, we have the Bloodstone. And this is what it looks like. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that is probably the pile for you here today. And I always say, trust your intuition. Whether your intuition is calling for just one pile, several, or all, whichever case it is, your intuition is your magic. It is what leads you to the right message every time. And the more you listen to it and the more you attune to it, the more it becomes stronger and your intuition becomes stronger. So always listen to it and learn as it leads you. And see which pile or which piles it's leading you to. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. This is the pile preparation process. If you were meant to click on your reading, you will find that pile 1 starts at the timestamp right under this one. If you're meant to watch the preparation, welcome. These are the decks, the oracle decks that we will be using for the tarot deck you have chosen. And we will be dividing your reading into 3 parts, with the first part we're going to be taking a look at your next blessings. Second part on your healing process, what you're healing at the moment, your next healing. And with the third pile, we're going to be taking a look at your next success. All right, so let's get into it. And let's prepare your 3 piles. So 1, 2, and I feel like this was meant to be 2 and 3. Yeah, this is right. Okay, so this is our first oracle deck. Let's now get 3 cards from our next deck. Oh, thanks. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's take our next deck. And get 3 cards for the 3 piles. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we're gonna be using the tea leaf. And it's very hard to shuffle this deck. It's amazing, the tea leaf. But it's huge as well. So, yeah. All right, so we'll divide it into 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3. and let's pick one for each. So 1, 1, and 1. There we go. Our oracle decks for this reading are now ready. Let's now pick up your tarot deck. We will be taking 8 cards. Ooh, did you see that? I don't think you have. Right, so 1, 2, and 3. We will be taking 8 cards for each pile. So now we have 2s, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so this wants to come out. I'll leave it here. We have 2 extra cards in this pile. What's this pile? Healing, right. All right. So that's your preparation pile number 1. Let's put them in neatly, and I will leave your deck on the side in case we want any further clarification for any of these 3 piles. And let's put them in neatly, right? So that is the pile that has all the information we will need for this reading for your next coming blessings. This is the pile for your next healing. So excited about this part. What are you healing from? And this is the part, the pile where we're going to be taking a look at your next success, pile number 1. I feel like this one's peeking out. Ooh. There we go. All right, so your 3 piles for this reading are now ready, and let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're doing what's coming next for you. And as you can see, your reading is divided into 3 piles. We'll be taking a look at your blessings, your healing, and your next success. All right, so let's get into it. Let's pick up your first pile and take a look at your next blessings. So excited for you, pile number 1. You have here and now. It's interesting how this deck talks about the past and the future, and you're right in the middle. It's like you're in some sort of bardo and you're moving, you're opening up a new door. You've opened the door, but it's not really clear. It's like an egg. You know something is coming, but it hasn't hatched yet. So interesting. It's all about the here and now. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards and find out more. You have trust. So beautiful. Yeah, with trust, I'm kind of getting this idea that you have a feeling, that's a strong feeling that something is coming. You know it's coming, just like an egg with this trust card as well. And we'll be taking a look at your reading on what to expect next. So you have Saturn and Gemini with concentration. And you have Rabbit. Wow, too much concern with sexual matters. By the way, rabbits are a symbol of fortune. And sexual matters remind me of having a drive. So let's see what we get for you, pile number 1. Take a look at your tarot cards. You have the 8 of Swords, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, whoa, a lot of court cards, the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Cups. What a beautiful card, especially that it's right next to the rabbit here. It's a hamster. All right, you have the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, again, the rabbit with the 7 of Wands, Alice in Wonderland, when she was growing in the rabbit's house. And then you have the Page of Swords. A lot of court cards. That's what I can tell you straight away from first glance. So, what is your next blessing, pile number 1? So straight away, pile number 1, the first thing I notice before getting into the tarot reading itself, I do see Alice in Wonderland being appeared several times in your reading as her overgrowing the place she's in. Do you see? And I feel like this is kind of giving me this egg energy where you're working behind the scenes. There's so much going on behind the scenes that is about to crack into something huge in your existence. So I would say with the Page of Swords coming off as fighting the Jabberwock here, I feel that you really have been working hard recently to overcome some sort of to overcome yourself in one way or the other. Seeing the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, you're overcoming a certain habit. Seeing the King of Swords sleeping, I would say that you were fighting your past priority of your past habit of prioritizing comfort, perhaps relaxation, which is an amazing thing. Please don't stop being comfortable and of course relaxing. That's not what the message here is. But I do see that you have in the past been a little bit prioritizing a little bit comfort and relaxation over your goals, over your dreams. And I see that this has shifted with the drive and concentration that we see here. I feel like you've overcome not your love for comfort, which no one should ever overcome that, but it's about prioritizing your goals over that. And so while it's important to be happy and comfortable, you're delaying gratification per se. You're prioritizing now with the Queen of Swords, King of Wands, King of Swords, drive, or doing what needs to get done over comfort. And that's why you're outgrowing the place you're currently in. There's so huge growth happening behind the scenes, only you know about at the moment. Do you see how the lips are sealed and shut? It's like you're not really speaking much about it. You're now taking action, you're doing something, and you're at this Bordeaux, at this trust phase where you know that it's going to explode into something huge. And with the rabbit here appearing right next to the 9 of Cups, I see, pile number 1, that your next blessing is a lot of financial rewards or wealth that will will be some huge milestone that you will celebrate. Pile number 1. It's going to be a huge one. I will pull out more cards for you and get more information about how it's going to look like. But we're seeing a lot of fortune and a lot of happiness, a lot of celebration, a lot of, yes, that's what I wanted to do. So we're seeing here the message of trust that you're on the right track. Trust that something huge is happening. And trust that the efforts with the Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords that you're putting in now, all the literal blood, sweat, and tears, you're putting yourself out there with your work. And out there doesn't mean out there in the public. It just means that what I want to say is you're putting your efforts out, putting your best foot out. Doing everything that is needed to get done. While it's not comfortable for you, a lot of the times you're just really tired with the Three of Swords. It's uncomfortable, but you're persevering and you're pushing through. The Queen of Swords here is represented as the Queen of Hearts in the Alice in Wonderland. And the Queen of Hearts is very harsh. She's she has this energy of nipping things right in the bud, whenever she finds something that she doesn't like, she's very strict with it. She would go off with her head. So it's like you're killing any weed that you see within yourself that is preventing you from achieving your goals. You're really being strict here, almost in a harsh way. Not in a bad sense, but it's like you're doing what needs to get done in order to teach yourself to be more disciplined, to delay this gratification, which is coming for you. And this is such an amazing reading, pile number 1. I really want to pull out more cards and find out how these blessings are going to look like in the near future for you. And perhaps I'm gonna pull out your tea leaves as well and try to get a time on when you're going to experience your next blessing. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let me get your tea leaves and take a look at your timing. All right, so I know that the purple ones in the tea leaf have to do with the month of the year. This will either be the month of the year or maybe a certain date. Okay, so we already have a purple one. Let's see. So, what are your blessings going to look like? The Magician with the rabbit again. Are you kidding me? It looks like some sort of magical fortune. And what I mean by that, we have the clock here and we were just asking about timing, right? Tick tock, tick tock. And the rabbit was in such a rush, feeling like they're late. So this is giving me this instant feel of urge, like something is coming so quickly for you. With the Magician and the rabbit together, I would say this looks like a lot of fortune that will almost feel magical. Yes, you did work hard for it. That's true. But it's improportional, the amount of effort you've put with regard and with the amount of fortune coming in. It's almost going to feel... you're going to wonder, like Alice in Wonderland, how did that happen? So, sorry, I paused there. It was so amazing. Pile number 1. You know, rabbits are known to have so many children. It's like, it's not going to stop an outpour of money. And I've also noticed as well a clock here, tick tock, tick tock. This is making me feel that this could even be right around the corner for you. With this hallway, it's like you're at the threshold of that. Yeah, the Bardo again. It's like you're right about to touch that. Ah, I did notice the fan here. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, pile number 1. Talk about fortune. Yeah, and Alice, again, outgrowing where she is. So yeah, you're growing your place, you're outgrowing your position, you're outgrowing everything. I feel like it's time for you now to relax and reap the benefits of everything you've been putting in lately. Good for you, pile number 1, really. You have the 4 of Wands celebration. Wow, I love your cards. Pile number 1. So, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the 4 of Wands with a rainbow. No, really, I think this is everybody's dream. Right there, isn't it? And you also have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. You're seeing the hedgehog balls at the Queen's croquet or croquette match. I feel like here you're going to, one of your blessings is overcoming the annoyances that used to stand in your way, that were challenging in your work. I feel here you're not lying down anymore and letting life or work annoy you. I feel like one of the huge blessings coming up for you is that you're tackling all these little annoyances that, just like the Queen says, off with their heads. You're tackling all the little annoyances that used to stand in your way and waste your time and cause challenge for you. You're no longer laying there. You're stepping up and saying, hey, I have to fix these challenges. Let me see how I'm gonna overcome these challenges so that they no longer irritate me or waste my time. So that obviously is a huge part of your blessing there. Again, has to do with you taking action, pile number 1. So proud of you in your reading. So proud of you. Good job, pile number 1. So refreshing, you know? So proud. Sorry, I just had to say it several times. Okay, so let's see the timing for this. Before I turn this the other way around, I do want to say it doesn't necessarily have to be the exact month. We can get a day. We'll see how it looks like. January. Okay, so January is 1. This could actually be January. This could be 1 week from now. This could be 1 month from now. This could be the 11th of a certain month. I would say there is something so uncanny about this. So January is 1. The Wheel of Fortune is 10. So again, 1. The Magician is 1. We have 1, 1, 1. This is divine timing. I would say this is going to come full throttle for you in January, but with 1, 1, 1, you will keep seeing results 1 month after the other, consistent, huge growth. Pile number 1, moving forward from now, where at the point of January, you're going to be awestruck at how much achievement or wealth you would have accumulated by this time. Oof, your reading is so amazing, pile number 1. I wish you all the best of luck, my dear family, and may you always live a blessed life. You really deserve all of this because you've worked very hard. Okay, so keep your mouth shut, I would say, meaning do more than say. It's not the time to talk about it. Okay, so let's take a look at your next, at what's coming next for you in terms of your healing, pile number 1. I have a lot of admiration for you. Let me not waste your reading time. I'll clear this out and we'll start with the next part. There we go. Let's take a look at your healing. All right. So what are you up to with healing pile number 1? You have to the sea. Treasure Island. It's interesting how they're both in the sea. Okay. You have... Wow. What are you doing, pile number 1? Pleasure. Again, so admirable. It seems like you're working on your on yourself, left, right, and center. How impressive. Could this be that you've, since we saw what you did in the first part of your reading, where you decided to fight the Jabberwocker, showing that, the Jabberwock, showing that you have been recently fighting to overcome the challenges that you've been facing. It looks here that your healing is doing beautiful. You're right in fact, this shows me some sort of bathtub with a compass. It's like you're cleansing and healing your shadow, and you know your direction, but at the same time you're very patient with yourself. And as you are doing this cleanse, you're finding so many treasures, because with the treasures here in the healing, I would say the treasures that fewer and fewer things are starting to hurt you. And with this, you're really progressing and feeling in heaven, feeling relaxed. You know what this is reminding me of? I heard something recently from a psychiatrist, I think, who I've been listening to, that awestruck me. It was either a psychiatrist or a Buddha. I cannot remember which one this came from, but it was mind-blowing for me. It was a mind-blowing revelation. And what was said was that the point is not to be happy all the time. You know, when we're happy, we're releasing endorphins and other happy hormones like serotonin and so on. And our bodies are not designed to be releasing that all the time. Yes, there is a natural amount and all, but you're not supposed to be in the happy state all the time. And it's a bad or toxic expectation to have, or standard to have for yourself, because whenever you're not happy all the time, you're going to feel depressed and disappointed. And so the state one should be in most of the time is peace, relaxed, calm, tranquil, doing fine. And when happy things happen, then you're happy. And I'm really feeling here, with this combination of cards, that you're getting into the whole way of peace, tranquility, happiness. You see a tortoise, it's not a fast animal, but it's peacefully going about its day. It's not about how quick you do things or how quick you get your hit. It's about tranquility, peace, calmness, healing, not experiencing most of the time bad emotions, because you're cleansing now. And that's such an amazing state to be in. I did tell you, pile number 1, I really have a lot of admiration for you. Not only are you doing the right thing, but not only are you fighting your challenges, but it seems you're doing it right as well. Yeah, Saturn with Pisces with loss. I feel like so much has transformed within you. You're leaving so many pains in the past, so many things that were kind of like skeletons in the closet. I feel like you took it out, dealt with it, and now you're burying it in the past. Pile number 1. You've here been honest with yourself. You know, taking skeleton out of the closet is being open not being afraid to open the closet and say, hey, what is wrong? Where have I gone wrong? You know, asking critical questions without labeling or judging yourself. But to open the closet, to see what's wrong, let out the bad smell, clean out the closet and bury it in the past now that you've dealt with it. With the 12th house, I feel like you're now moving towards your right spiritual path. You're healing your karma. You're healing your generational karmic cycle in specific. You're cleansing and you're moving towards a peaceful reality. Pile number 1. Again, I gotta say, such a strong reading. And you get the hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Yeah. Do you see how much peace and tranquility is presented in your healing? This could have been in the first pile or the third pile, but we really see pleasure, vacation, healing, burying previous loss, cleaning out your home and your closet. Cleansing, finding the treasure that was buried deep now that you've cleansed. Pile number 1, chapeau. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm sure you already are. So you have the 9 of Wands with the Tweedles. You have the Hierophant. Ooh, you have the Devil again with the Jabberwock. And you know what I just heard all of a sudden when I pulled out this card? I heard, ain't no mountain high enough. You know, I feel like that's a sort of song that hit me that went along with that. I feel like to you at the moment in your healing phase, you're learning that there is no challenge that is high enough for you not to tackle. You've gained so much confidence in yourself where whenever you feel there is some sort of internal struggle, because with the Tweedles, I kind of feel like they look the same. They're always having these silly conversations, battles with each other. And I feel like whenever there is any sort of irritation or conflict, you take your time, just like a wise caterpillar, to find out, hey, why am I feeling this way? Why am I not okay? Why do I think that I can't be that or heal that or overcome that? Let's take a look at what's going on here and let me jump this mountain. What does this say? Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. You know, I feel like nothing really scares you anymore. You've become a Jabberwock yourself. It's like nothing is scaring you. You have now so much confidence in yourself that whatever challenge you're facing, you're like, hey, I've done so much. What is this challenge? Maybe I can overcome it. What is this about? You get to learn more about why you're feeling the way you are and getting right into it. You know what? I've learned so much that I can tackle this now. Let me cleanse this. Let me deal with it. Let me put a plan. So impressive. So admirable, pile number 1. You have the 2 of coins or the 2 of pentacles. And you have the flamingo that was used as the croquet stick, right? You have the 7 of swords. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, what's up here? Oh, that is amazing. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Pile number 1. Let me put this here because I need space for your reading. How about if we actually put it here? Yeah, I think that's better. Right, so you have the 6 of Cups. Six of Cups. That's young energy, past energy. I feel like, okay. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. Actually, let's keep it where it was. I'll put the last card here. You have the Four of Cups. This makes so much sense. You have the High Priestess getting into the Looking Glass. Ooh, and this specific Knight of Cups, I don't know what to tell you. I see a new part in you that is healing. Pile number 1. Okay, let me share why I'm mind blown. Sorry. So here, there's something that you're learning. Do you see the 7 of Swords here? And the Devil and the 6 of Cups. You're learning how to deal with people who in the past, from childhood, perhaps bullied you, had shadow, bullied you, lied, manipulated the situation, gaslit you, were dishonest. I feel like with this combo, you perhaps, not you, everyone really, had trouble learning how to deal with these lies. Some people learned it early on in their childhood, and that could be the case. But since we're taking a look at your healing, I would say that you're healing to learn with old energy that used to hurt you as a child, hurt your inner child. You're now healing from that. You're learning how to look at your challenges with the Two of Pentacles, learning to balance and look at your challenges right in the eye, and deal with the people who once hurt you. I feel like you've healed, you've cleansed, and now these people aren't even hurting you anymore internally. Your horror card speaks of this. You see here, you have Alice, where she's was promoted to being a queen during the chess game, and now she gets to sit with the other queens, the Red Queen and the White Queen. And while in the story, while she was sitting with them, in the beginning they were gaslighting her, speaking over her, manipulating the conversation, trying to make her feel less than maybe, or trying to gain power. It was a power struggle. It was awful. So yeah, that's the kind of energy I keep seeing here. You know, dealing with toxic people is another thing that I see in your reading, especially that this Knight of Cups is with the unicorn. And at this scene with Alice in Wonderland, this is a scene where Alice was saying, he asked Alice with the child she was holding, and he was like, what is that? She says, it's a child. And he says, I always thought they were fabulous monsters. I think Alice said, I always thought unicorns were fabulous monsters too. Calmly, so witty. And I feel, and no, not I feel. And then the unicorn kind of made, saw Alice's power right there and kind of made a new deal or pact with her. He says, now that he kind of felt that she's a force not to be, apologies, she's a force to be reckoned with, he now says, well, now that we have seen each other, if you'll believe in me, I'll believe in you. Is that a bargain? You see, you're changing forces, you're changing dynamics with these toxic people. You're putting them in their place now because you're no longer, you're healing. Remember when I told you things that used to hurt you aren't hurting you anymore? Yeah, you're stronger, you're more confident. You look at challenge right in the eye. I mean, I think this look sums it all. You're not afraid anymore, pile number 2. You're really not afraid anymore. You look at challenges right in the eye. Your force is seen. It's acknowledged. And now it's respected. And you're not, people are not able to mess with you any longer. Or more than ever is what I want to say. So that is why I was really awestruck with the cards that came out in your healing pile. So impressive. This is allowing you to be more relaxed, more confident in your abilities, and in yourself. And you, with the High Priestess here, I would say you being presented as a High Priestess shows me that you've always been someone who was strong, but you're learning to step into that strength and use it. Pile number 1. I love your reading so much. I feel like I can dwell into that pile all day and pull out cards and learn more about your process and what you have done and who you are. And it would be a real honor and pleasure meeting you one day. And I hope you do share with us in the comment section. You know, this is I really mean it. It's a community where we all learn from each other, and your comments are a treasure. I love reading them. So please teach us what you have learned. Pile number 1. Admirable. Let's clear out your healing pile and get into your next success. All right, let's take a look at your success, wondering what else is there for you in the cards. Pile number 1. You have round and round. All right. You have protection. Isn't this amazing? Okay. You have Mars in Virgo with criticism. Right. Oh, okay. So we're taking a look at different aspects of success here. You have the boot. I instantly heard or thought of give them the boot, right? Especially that it came with criticism. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. Let's see. You have the 3 of Cups. Again, this idea of the Alice sitting down with the white and the red queen. We talked about that in your healing. So give them the boot. Again, this energy we were talking about, right? So it seems you're healing and growing even more. You have the 5 of Cups, and so different from the usual 5 of Cups energy, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But depending as well on where it falls with the rest of your reading, you have the 9 of Swords. I love that 9 of Swords. You have the 6 of Pentacles. The 2 of Cups. Ooh, that falling right in conjunction to that is really amazing. You have the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. Right, there's so much going on here. So I feel like here we're taking a look at your success in so many different areas of your life, including taking a look at your healing, your finances, so many, your work, so many things. I feel here with criticism and boot and protection, you know, the oak tree has been a symbol of power in ancient civilizations because they've noticed that it got hit by a lot of thunder and yet it stood there strong. So we see part of your success in your future is that criticism or people who are passive aggressive, petty, that want to put you down. With the boot, I feel like that sort of energy you're kicking not just out of your life, you're giving them the boot. It's like I see strength here. I see nothing affecting you. In fact, not just nothing affecting you. I see here with this Two of Cups, it's like having a meeting with someone who you feel is kind of weird, but you're having an open mind and conversing with them, and seeing what could come out of it and having fun. So I see not only are you now in the future more comfortable, very comfortable in being around toxic people if it calls for it, not that you're going to be with these people. If it happens, they're comfortable. And not only that, you have your place and your power to even make the best out of it. So shows your powers, like you're not affected to that, not just to that extent, but now you're even thinking about how to put them in place and how to make the best of it as well. Your successes here in this area talk about the full strength that you're coming into. Here, you at the center, especially with this chair, I feel like this chair and this position at the table, I feel like you are going to be the center of attention as well. You're going to become popular. I see with the next success in terms of your work, having, the Five of Cups usually shows someone who's crying over spilt milk, not noticing the cups or the benefits or what he still has that's behind him. We see here the Five of Cups being represented by the Mad Hatter, who always seems to have a lot of challenges, challenged by time, imprisoned, challenged by the Queen. But we always see the Mad Hatter, what's the word? Springing out of challenge, bouncing back. So having that in conjunction with the Eight of Pentacles, which is a card that has many meanings, but mainly talks about work, of course, your craft and your work. So I would say that your future successes is you're becoming, again, that's why you have power here. So one of your future successes is your capability of constantly bouncing out of challenges when it comes to work. And with all of these cupcakes, I feel like you're really going to get so much, because I once heard an entrepreneur say, being a business person or being an entrepreneur, which is the energy represented by the Eight of Pentacles here, whether it's your job, whether you're employed or you have your business, regardless, it's the capability of jumping back up when you've been hit. That is the key. And watching these two cards together is exactly the energy that I see you embodying as success. So success is not just financial, which is clear. Your next blessing, you're going to be with all the ones we see. There's continuous round and round and round of fortune and success happening. We can see it in all of your piles. But mainly your capability of constantly bouncing back up like nothing happened and becoming successful is admirable. Pile number one. Now, another success that I'm seeing here, with this specific Eight of Wands, we know it's fast energy, fast moving energy, but here in the Alice in Wonderland, we see the Red Queen pulling Alice. It's like in the past, you may have been reactive instead of responsive, It's like you were letting life take you whichever direction it was pushing you towards, and you're constantly in crisis management maybe, or trying to deal with whatever life hits your way, or trying to overcome challenges. Here we see a different energy now in terms of your next success. Instead of the Nine of Swords, where you're traditionally talks about being stressed and anxious and overcome by life situation, which we can see here. No, we see Alice here pulling the banquet table with the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts banquet table, or at the taking control of the situation, taking action with what's going wrong. No, not allowing it, not allowing yourself to be pushed right, left, and center. I see here that you're taking command of your life. When you find that there's a situation that you do not like in life, or with people, or with anything, I see you getting up and saying, hey, I'm not taking this. I'm not going to be pushed around, and I'm going to respond to that and see what I can do about it. Which again, pile number 1, is so impressive, so admirable. It shows constant strength and power within you. You building power, stamina, and resilience is an understatement in your reading. Last thing we can see here with the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, we see finances, in terms of finances, round and round, and protection. We see that there is success in terms of the money coming in. Six of Pentacles, you'll be putting in effort and it's going to be paying off. I see in this specific Six of Pentacles, there's a lot of admiration towards what you're presenting. Do you see? Whatever you're presenting, you have a lot of admiration towards that. Whether this is your manager, or these are your clients, or there's a lot of care and love that you give out, and there's a lot of appreciation to the product or service you are providing. Pile number 1, and with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like your next success is your beginning round of, it's your first phase of wealth, is exactly what I see with the Page of Pentacles. It's your first phase of wealth. It's a new experience of wealth to you. That's just the beginning with the Page of Pentacles. And with round and round and round, I see that it's only becoming stronger from here, and your wealth is increasing over and over. And really, with success, having round and round and round and success shows me that, in conjunction to power, of course, here, shows me that the success we're looking at for you is just the beginning. It's only going to increase from now on, becoming more powerful and larger. I heard even larger than life. Pile number 1, to say I'm absolutely impressed by you is really an understatement. May you be blessed. My chest is full of pride for you. May you grow stronger. I hope you teach everyone around you and everyone as well here in the comment section, if you have the time, more about what you're doing. I know a lot of people have respect and would love to learn and hear from you. I know people read the comment section. You're so supportive towards each other. It blows my heart. So if you want to give out some advice for me and everyone, we would all appreciate it. And most importantly, pile number 1, all the best of luck with this amazing work you put in. You deserve it. May you only grow larger and larger from there. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. this book holds true to its promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this book to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook. If you love that, I know I do. You'll find that there as well. Pile number 1, wishing you all the best of luck in life. Hope I would meet you one day, that we cross paths, and catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your card picking and shuffling process. If you clicked here meaning to get into your reading right away, please note that the reading starts at the timestamp that's right under this one. All right, and if you're here for the preparation, welcome. So lovely to have you here. In fact, I really do believe that it's very important for you to be part of this magical process. Okay, so these are the oracle decks that I'll be using for your reading. And of course, the tarot deck is the one you have chosen at the very beginning. And we will be dividing your reading into 3 piles. With the first pile, we're taking a look at your blessings. The second pile, we're going to be taking a look at your healing, your next healing, what to expect with your next healing process. What are you healing? And with the third pile, we're taking a look at your next success. So excited about this reading. I know I'm going to enjoy doing it, delving into your energy, finding out more about you for you, and seeing what is coming next for you. All right, so let's start. 1, 2, and 3. Let's take the next deck. What is coming next for pile number 2 in terms of their blessings, healing, and success, please? So 1, 2. I feel this one as well. Gotta take it. So yeah, the last part's gonna have 2 cards. Okay, moving on to our next oracle deck. What is pile number 2's next? What's coming next for pile number 2, please, in terms of their blessings? Oh, thanks. Blessings, healing, thank you, and success. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're gonna be using the tea leaf. It's very hard to shuffle this because it's really big. So I'm gonna divide it into 4 parts, I guess. Okay, right. So like sorry, pile number 2. 1 second, I'll be back. Actually, let me put these here and bring the cards on the side back. All right. Well, I guess that's part of attending the shuffling and card picking process. Things like this do happen sometimes. Okay, so that's 1 pile here. Second pile. And 4th. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we have 3 piles. Let's pick 1 for each. Thanks. I guess these are 2. Oops. If you hear any background noise, this is my dog. I always keep him next to me. So 1, and the last pile. 2. Okay. Right. So that is that. Now let's get into your tarot deck. So we'll be using 8 cards for each of these 3 piles. Let's shuffle and set our intentions for this reading again with this deck. What is coming next for pile number 2 in terms of their blessings, their healing, and their next success, please? Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, fine. So there's an extra card here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. We'll be keeping the rest of your tarot cards here on the side in case we need any further clarification during your reading. There, with your beautiful peach moonstone heart. And let's put your piles together neatly. Okay, so that's 1. That has to, a lot of cards here. That has to do with your next blessings. That has to do with your next, what to expect next in terms of your healing. And that has to do with what to expect next in terms of your success, pile number 2. Okay, so I believe we are now done. We've prepared your 3 piles for this reading. I wish you all the best of luck. May you always have a wonderful life. Thank you for sticking around during this beautiful process. Love having your energy. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what's coming next for you. And as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts. We're going to be taking a look at your next blessings, then healing, then, of course, your next success. All right, so let's take a look at the first pile of your reading. And the first part of your reading, and let's see what your oracle cards have first. Ooh, you have yin, and we have this receiving energy. So beautiful with all of the pink. Okay, so in terms of receiving blessings, you're open for that. We can already see something is coming. You have simplicity. Okay, let's take a look at the rest first. You have Mercury in Capricorn with organization. Love that. It's like you're taking command of your life here. And the wheat in itself is a symbol of abundance because it's produced in large amounts. It feeds the poor as well as the rich. You can save it for such a long time from season to season. So I feel the blessing that is coming in for you. You're receiving a lot of wealth. One that you will save up, that will help you save and be safe for seasons and seasons, meaning years and years to come. That is lovely. Let's take a look at your T cards. So let's push this one up. Yeah, you have Weeping Willow, Family Sorrow. Remember, this is a blessing reading. You also have Scissors, Disappointment in some affair. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards and find where's the blessing here. All right, so pile number 2, you have the Tower. Wow, okay. You have the Page of Swords. And I'm going to repeat, please don't be afraid of these cards. This is a blessing reading. So let's see how this is a blessing in terms of your reading. This is not a general reading. This is a blessings reading. So you have the Page of Swords. You have the Knight of Emotions as the Knight of Cups. You have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. You have the Empress. You have the Nine of Swords. And what a tranquil Nine of Swords this one is. I always say when this one comes out, you feel like this specific Nine of Swords is someone who has their everything in their hands under control. Actually, the threads are in their hands. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Fool card. Let's push this here. You have Strength. So instantly I see two things for you. Pile number 2. There are 2 blessings happening in your life. First of all, first things first, obviously, with the Muse of Materials, the Yin and the organization and the wheat, it seems like you're entering a phase of huge abundance. You're walking down that path and you're about to receive huge, I want to say for sure, financial blessings that will help you not just move into a new phase, but will help you save for years and years to come. So that's very apparent in your reading here. That's the first blessing that I see. Another blessing that I see is that you're simplifying your life, where your emotions used to run at an all-time high in the past. You've wept a lot, my dear pile number 2. And this is a season in your life where you're keeping to yourself and you're starting all over anew. The next blessing here is that you're growing great internal strength, especially when it comes to dealing with your stresses and anxiety. Having the Strength card right in conjunction with this specific as well, Nine of Swords, I feel like you're gaining control over emotions that used to highly affect you in the past. Things like stress and anxiety in specific, which are related to the Nine of Swords. So here I see the coming blessings. You're finally cutting ties with toxic people. I would say maybe even a lot of them could be family or friends that you considered family. You're cutting off ties completely with these toxic people, and it's making you feel light. You feel relaxed. There are no more voices here and there, which means people speaking maybe behind your back or speaking things to you that you don't want to hear. Cutting off this toxicity. Do you see how the stone separated from the rest of its part in a tower moment? You're pushing people out of your life. They're falling off your life completely. Pile number 2. And you're gaining independence here. So for a lot of you, this could be divorce. For some of you, this could be simply, as stated here, cutting off. It's so clear. Cutting off ties from people, especially family ties or close ones, who really made you weep your heart out. And you're now listening to your own mental, stable sound, ideas or voices, as the card suggests, meaning you're taking control of your own emotions. With the Empress here, we see that you have a lot of emotional stability. You are glowing inside out. Pile number 1, you glowing with the Empress as well. You could be, one of your next blessing is that maybe you're gaining a lot of health, and now that you're feeling better, there's a glow up, there's a new glow up to you. You're taking care of perhaps how you dress, your hair, your skin, how you look like, how you smell like, your environment as well. The Empress has to do with your environment. Maybe you're beautifying the environment around you. So this is all round you taking good care of yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually. The Venusian energy, the area around you, pile number 2. And starting all anew. This time with the 4 of Pentacles, especially that they're coming up in blooming roses, I see that you're keeping to yourself. You're making sure that you are okay, that you are blossoming and glowing. And it feels to me that your next blessing is that there's a new start all round in your life, in terms of so much feminine energy, receiving blessings, feeling tranquil, feeling light, enjoying the beauty around you, graceful power, strength and power. Just like the Empress, there's a lot of class and strength to you. Power that stems from grace and beauty. Good for you, pile number 2. Such beautiful energy, and I'm really happy you're finally cutting these awful ties. You know, sometimes some people can be called family or dear friends, and they really, really aren't. And the best thing to do is to cut out toxic people from our lives that pretend to be something, that take a place or a label that they really don't deserve. So good for you. I'm happy you're taking that out of your life. And with this new path, I feel like at the moment, the next blessing is that you're really reorganizing your life. You're organizing yourself in terms of your work. You're organizing your finances. You're saving. You're looking forward towards a better future in terms of, with all this kettle, I feel like you're maybe reinvesting. You are making sure that you're saving well for a good future. So you have organization in this area. You have your mental state organized. You have your life under control and organized. Mentally, you're keeping your space organized, your routines organized. Such strong energy here, pile number 2. So overall, I see your whole life with the organizational card coming together spiritually, financially, and personally. You're reorganizing your cards. You're making sure that you're now really walking in the right path. You're really on the right path that you want, pile number 2. That is your coming next blessing, having your life together. You know, when we say this person has their life together, this is the new phase that you're getting into. You will have your life together. And that's what we noticed here in the beginning with the 9 of Swords. Someone who has their life together. Love this for you, pile number 2. And that's why you have the Fool card. You're starting a new life all over. May you always be blessed. Love this reading for you. Let's now take a look at your healing. What to expect next, pile number 2. Let me clear this out and come back. All right, let's take a look at your healing. What are you healing right now, or what's coming next? Pile number 2. Wow, you have no place like home. Really, I feel with that card is that you're moving towards your higher self. Pile number 2, feeling home with yourself, being more comfortable with who you are, what you do, being comfortable with what you do in general. Maybe in the past there were some things that used to trigger that you didn't know how to heal about yourself, perhaps didn't like, and I feel like you're moving now towards being comfortable in your own skin, feeling home with you. Pile number 2, such beautiful energy. I feel like people on this channel, I've noticed with the cards that come out, you are healing rock stars, very focused on healing yourself and healing your shadow and becoming better. It's unbelievable. I really believe in the cards that come out, and I really believe they're here to give a message, and seeing your energies is mind-blowing. You have new beginnings. Beautiful. Love that. So there's a new beginning with who you are in specific on the horizon. It's like you're changing up completely, leveling up with the new beginnings. Not really transforming, rather moving towards who you are. There's a new horizon, a new level of you. You know how in video games you unlock a new skills or new powers while still keeping everything amazing about you. So yeah, you're it's like pile 2.2, you know, or maybe 0.100. Who knows with this type of energy how many times you have evolved throughout your life to reach that state. So yes, we can clearly see that there is an opening up of a new version of you. You're becoming more invincible. You're becoming let's see what you're becoming. I'm getting the emotion of invincible, but I could be wrong, right? Let's see what your cards are saying. I'm getting tranquility as well with all of this light. There's so much tranquility in the emotion of home and light here, a new day. You're becoming more hopeful as well. You're becoming more hopeful as well. Yeah, with the home being up so high, I'm getting invincible. But let me check with the rest of your cards to make sure I give you an accurate reading. You have, yes, I told you, I felt it. You have the Sun in Aries with assertion. We can see invincibility, strength, power. Yeah, you're exuding a lot of strength, that is for sure. And the reason I felt it as well, not just with the house, but to reach that level of tranquility, you have to have a lot of inner strength. Okay, so you have a needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Wow. So since this has to do with healing, I wonder what your wish is to heal. How I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Let's see. Pile number 2. You seem to be a deep person, and I'm getting more curious about you as we take a look at your cards. You have the Page of Pentacles, and such an impressive Page of Pentacles. We see some transmuting powers here, or yeah, transmuting power. Okay, let's keep it here for a second. You have the Seven of Pentacles. You're blossoming. I mean, even you choosing this deck, we can really see you, even from the very beginning of the first part of your reading. It's all talking about you blossoming in general. It's all talking about you in specific. We have the Ten of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups. 10 is an excess of an energy. And that coming up in your healing, I would say you're really becoming a much more happier person in general. You're vibrating high, I would say. Yeah, you're vibrating high. You have the Five of Swords. The Eight of Swords. What an Eight of Swords genuinely shows this card is very good at showing, in my opinion, being claustrophobic, right? Can't get more claustrophobic than that. Talk about being stuck. Okay. So you have the Page of Cups. You have the Ten of Swords. And you have the Death card. And we can see your reading ending with the Death card here. We can see that there's a huge transformation coming next in terms of you taking care of your dragons, taking care of the things in your life that are causing you stress. We can see with the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, that there is still a lot of things, even as you're blossoming and growing, there's still a lot of things that you're tackling with in life at the moment. With the Eight of Swords, you could be feeling stuck in some certain aspects in your life. I will pull a card and get more information about, but taking a look at the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords, I would say Five of Swords is energy of maybe stabbing in the back, trying to win over someone regardless, selfishly, regardless of what the other one's rights is. Being selfish, just looking out for yourself. So I see that you could be at the moment feeling really stuck with people that you may not be able to entirely get rid of. And we did see in the first part of your reading that you're cutting them off. So now we're seeing that part of your healing here with the Death card is that you're overcoming that. You're transforming that, transmuting that, transmuting by learning and blossoming so much from these experiences, taking the learning that fate is trying to show you and teach you through these experiences. Yeah. You're taking these learnings and growing and ending that vicious cycle in your life that kept you stuck and in pain for a long time. So what's happening next in terms of your healing is that you're healing inside out, cutting, first healing from these people, and moving away from the emotion of feeling stuck. So first cutting ties with whatever you can cut ties with, and feeling at peace with the ones who are still there. We see yoga here. It's like you're learning, especially with the polyphenols and the olives, you're learning to take the best from the bad situations and live in peace. That it doesn't always have to be perfect around you, that you can still live with energies that you may not like at the moment, transform and transmute through them and live at peace until you move into a new horizon. And the reason I say that is with the olives is one of the remaining food and fruits and that still has a lot of polyphenols in our day and age. And the more the tree is goes through, harsh circumstances and weather and environment, the more the fruits develop polyphenols in order to withstand that. And this is very beneficial for us, the polyphenols. It's one of the nutrients that our body definitely needs to survive and make energy and have energy. So I feel like you're really transmuting through these experiences. You're, instead of feeling stuck in a way that used to hinder you in the past, I see that is changing. You're transmuting and growing from these experiences, becoming stronger, learning to have peace, learning to have peace and to be happy and stable, even if things aren't always perfect on the outside. I feel here with the needle that there is a wish, a specific healing wish that you really want that will be granted. I feel like it would close off permanently an old wound. Let's find out what this is. Pile number 2. Can we kindly get more information about what wish is granted in terms of pile number 2's healing, please? Here with the needle. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is that? Let's put this here in the middle and find out. You have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups, speaking about having a certain dream, right? You want something in a certain way. And really with the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like it has to do with taking care of yourself. Especially that this Ace of Pentacles kind of reminds me like a mirror with light, you know? A cosmetics mirror, a mirror where you sit down and you put on your makeup and take care of yourself. 6 of Swords is a transition. So I feel like you're making maybe a plastic surgery or cosmetics procedure where you're transitioning to something that you like. So it's showing me that it has to do with a procedure of beautification, that sort of healing coming up for you, if this is something that you were looking at. So this could be for a lot of you what this needle and thread, a sincere wish, will be granted. If this is not resonating with you, remember this is a general reading. Perhaps this is healing from an old wound, closing it off completely, that used to hurt you in the past. And it could also be both. So that's what I'm seeing, pile number 2, in terms of what's coming next in terms of your healing. Love your energy, love how you're glowing and growing and feeling home with yourself. So proud of you. You're really transforming internally. So this is a glow up inside and out. You're glowing inside and you're glowing out. Very happy for you. Continue to take care of yourself, pile number 2. And let's take a look at what's coming next for you in terms of your success. Oh, pile number 2, as I was clearing your cards, I realized we didn't talk about the Seven of Pentacles. I had it in mind and forgot to tell you. But we can see here that you have been going through a long path in general of healing yourself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we can see that you've gone through several milestones, and now you're entering a phase where it's all coming together. This individual work that you've been putting in here and there, what's coming next is that perhaps with seven, noticing the seven, perhaps in July, since this is the month we're posting this, in July, I can see all the different efforts suddenly just coming together, helping in your glow up. Yeah, see your moonstone is glowing. It's just gorgeous. Helping with the glow up that you've been working towards in so many ways, especially that I see your reading. Yes, it has a lot of financial blessings as we saw, but it's mostly focused on you, on how you've been taking care of yourself. Pile number 2. Okay, let me clear this out, put it back and shuffle, and then take a look at your success. All right, let's take a look at your next success. Pile number 2. I see a month of the year appeared here. All right. Yeah, and you got 2 of these cards during this shuffling. So you have clean it up. Gosh, your reading is all speaking about clearing the old, cleaning psychic debris, psychological dust, just cleaning everything and glowing. So much clean energy surrounding you, pile number 2, that's for sure. You have, adventures. I love that. Pile number 2 for you. Okay. Wonder what type of adventures here. So cool. You have, community. And isn't that such a beautiful card? Serenity, glow up. That type of energy is all over your reading. This is quite interesting. Adventures and community. In fact, I'm just going to put them together here, since they came up together during the shuffling. Okay. Now let's take a look at these, right? I've been very curious since a month popped up. So you have not unsuccessful plans. Also, not could be tying a knot with someone or getting into a relationship with someone for some of you. Or committing to someone you already know, or it could be you creating new ties, especially that's coming with community, right? October. So look, October is significant in terms of some sort of cool new adventure that will cause you to have a lot of butterflies. Maybe in October, pile number 2, there is a successful connection that you are making with someone. If you're single, looking for a relationship, remember tarot only depicts your energy. If this does not resonate with you, let it go. It's a general reading after all. But if you are single and looking for a connection, I do see tying a connection with someone that you will meet through a community, perhaps. Someone who you will meet. I feel like this person is going to be someone who's clean on a clean soul, meaning a good soul, someone who's worked on their healing. And it's going to be quite an adventure for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very passionate, full of emotions. It's going to cause a lot of butterflies for the both of you. And I do see that you may, maybe it would be serious in October. You might meet this person right away, and that would be the next success. And it's in the success pile. I do want to highlight that. It's because this is a good person. You've been healing, obviously. My goodness. This person has been healing, and that's part of the success here. Finding the right person, because you're vibrating in the right energy. You know what to look for now. You're doing things perhaps that you haven't been doing in the past, that has led you to this successful encounter, and one that will lead to a commitment later on, or maybe right away, who knows, right? So look forward to that. Pile number 2. What do you have here? Ooh, do you see? Devotion. Saturn in Libra. Libra is, of course, Venusian energy, beautiful Venusian energy. And Saturn, like we said, this is coming after a lot of unsuccessful connections, either family, friends, or romantic. Now you've healed, they've healed, and a new connection is forming. One that is based on loyalty and devotion. Do you see how this person is there even when, even during the very tough times? You know, this reminds me of the quote when down the aisle, in sickness and in health. Such a beautiful connection. Pile number 2. Yeah, look forward to that. If you are single and this is what you're looking for. But I mean, it's coming very strong here for you. I'm sure you can see it with me too. Okay, so let's take a look at the rest of your success. My apologies if this part did not resonate fully with you. Remember it's a general reading, and let's take a look at the rest. So you have the Devil card here. You have the 3 of Wands. Remember not to fear cards like that in a reading of success, because these cards are answering the question of what is your next success. So you have the Moon. Reminds me of the strawberry moon that happened earlier this year. You have, which is one of the 3 supermoons happening this year. So you have the 3 of Swords. Perhaps this is speaking about the next supermoon on the 13th of July, the Buck Moon. Who knows? The 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the Page of Cups, which is the Muse of emotions. Wow, the Sun, and the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords. Love your cards, pile number 2. So with the Devil card here, in conjunction with the 3 of Wands, I'm seeing you overcoming a certain addiction. One that will help transform something, because we have the butterflies here. A volcano of butterfly and a butterfly wings. So it's setting you free and transforming something huge in your life. In fact, it's causing some sort of domino effect, where how you change one thing and it has a huge effect on everything else in your life. An example of that could be, let's say you overcome the addiction of eating bad food, let's say junk food. Let's say it was easier in the past to eat junk food and unhealthy foods and snacks and sweets, because maybe it was easier to consume them. Maybe you didn't have the time or couldn't focus on that back then. And changing that has a domino effect in you glowing up, in you feeling that you have the energy And now that you have the energy, you're able to take care of other things in your life, such as your work, and you being able to save money because you are organizing your food. You know, that's just an example of how changing one critical thing that could be addictive can have a plethora of transformative effects throughout your life. So yeah, we're seeing one of your coming successes is I'm kind of feeling that it has to do for a lot of you with food and health, because there's drinking in the Muse of emotions. But please, this is not necessarily true for everyone. Take it as it resonates. You're transforming one type of addiction, and it's really having a huge effect on your whole life as a whole. So congratulations, pile number 2. This one action you're taking is really changing your life. You should really be proud of yourself. Okay, so I feel like mainly as well, it's having a huge effect on your emotional balance. That one action that you're taking to heal some sort of addiction. This could be addiction towards having fun and getting instant gratification, enjoying your time. That could be unhealthy food. This could be nail biting. This could be really anything, any sort of addiction. Okay, so let's now move on to this other part. Here, I see that your next coming success has to do with your throat chakra. I see that you will be healing some doubt of whether with the voices, of whether to speak up or not, whether to say what you feel and think or not. And I see with the Knight of Swords here, boldly speaking the truth, boldly expressing yourself. So I see a lot of self-confidence and strength being built here as your next success, as well as pile number 2, healing an old trauma. And perhaps it is this healing here that is leading the doors for that. I see here with the 3 of Swords, you healing an old trauma or some shadow. Yeah, old trauma that made you feel that you are left alone, that no matter what happens, things will close up, and that you'll be hurt or alone again. It might make you feel that things won't be okay, even if things started opening up and being wonderful. Yeah, I see an old trauma healing. Do you see how there's a door despite a clear area? So yeah, it's just an idea with the 3 of Swords, an old idea that you fear being alone, and that things will close up for you, pile number 3. And I do see with the clean up that you are healing that completely. You're healing inside out. And with that healing, you're also healing your throat chakra. You're opening up and expressing yourself boldly. You're not afraid to speak up your truth. You're becoming a strong character. And in terms of timing with your healing, you've already gone through a long journey. We saw that. But this part in specifically, your next success here is happening during the next supermoon, it seems like, where you're fully healing from that on the 13th of July. Yeah, we see the sun and the moon, the supermoon, for sure. So yes, pile number 2, look forward to that. This is what I see in terms of your what's coming next in your life. It was so lovely spending this time with you, getting to know you, getting to see all the beautiful things that you've done in your life. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. I will always be grateful. So pile number 3, that's it. That's your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 2. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. This book truly holds true to its promise. And if you'd like to find out more about it, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 2, as I said, it was such a pleasure, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. This is your card picking and shuffling process. If you clicked here, meaning to listen to your reading right away, you'll find your timestamp to your reading right under the timestamp that you just clicked on. But if you've clicked here to watch your pile picking process, and I really leave them out because I feel that it's really important for you to be part of this magical process, then welcome, and let's get into your reading. Into your preparation. In this reading, we are dividing your piles into 3. We will have a pile for your coming blessings. We will have a pile on what's coming next in terms of your healing, and then we'll have a third pile in terms of what's coming next in terms of your success. So let's start preparing your piles. These are the oracle decks that I'll be using for this reading, and of course the tarot deck for your reading you have already picked from the beginning. And in general, any deck that I use that you want to know its name, I always leave them down in the description box. So what to expect next, please, for pile number 3 in terms of their blessings, healing, and success. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the next oracle deck. So what can pile number 3 expect next, please, in terms of their coming blessings, healing, and success? 1, I feel this one. 2, 3. Okay. Let's pick up our next oracle deck. And again, with the same intention, what can pile number 3, expect next? Thank you. Okay, so this one is pretty tricky to shuffle, so we're not gonna try to do that you know, the way we do it with the rest of the decks. But yeah, we're gonna divide them into 3 piles. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And then from each of the piles we will be picking 1 card respectively for each. Okay, so this one, this one, and okay, thanks a lot. There we go. So our 3 piles are now ready with our oracle cards. Now let's pick up your tarot deck. We will be taking out 8 cards for each pile. So what can pile number 3 expect next in terms of their blessings, healing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and success. 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. We'll keep this one here. I saw that one. The sun. Wow, isn't this amazing? Looks like the best is yet to come for you, pile number 3. The sun card is a wonderful card in general to have. The best is yet to come for you. Remember that. Okay, so let's put your 3 piles neatly together. That is pile number 1. Sorry, I mean that is the first part of the reading in terms of your coming blessings. That's the second part that has to do with what to expect next in terms of your healing. And what to expect next in terms of your success. So, pile number 3, we've just prepared your piles for the reading. Thank you for spending this time with me. Looking forward to doing this reading for you and spending this time with you. And let's get right into it. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what's coming next for you. And as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 piles. We'll be taking a look at your coming blessings, what to expect in terms of your coming healing, what you're healing from next. And then we're taking a look at your next success. So let's start right away with what to expect in terms of your coming blessings, pile number 3. So you have chaos and conflict. All right, do not be afraid of reading cards like these. Let me put this as a disclaimer before the whole reading. This is a reading about what's coming next in terms of your blessings. So the cards are here coming to answer the question of blessings. Right, so we have chaos and conflict. We have purification, and that is answered right away. Right, we have the spring rain here, or I think it's called the summer rain, where it's cleansing everything before the sun comes out bright. You also have Jupiter, which is a beautiful planet that I personally really love, a planet of good luck. In Capricorn with control. And you have the gavel, I think that's how it's said, the gavel, involvement with the law. It's interesting how you have control and involvement with the law. Some of you could be in some sort of lawsuit, and you're overcoming it. You're overcoming this conflict. Perhaps there is a lawsuit with an ex-partner at work, or a relationship partner, and it's all clearing up here. That your next blessing is good luck in terms of this lawsuit and you winning. So that's of course very specific, but that's at a first glance here what I see. Now for the rest of the people watching this pile, it's very clear here that your next blessing has to do with purifying and ending some sort of chaos or conflict with someone or with something in your life that has really been restrictive to you, causing some sort of restriction. And I see that this is coming to an end for you. Things are clearing up, and there is this sigh of relief, the same sigh of relief one gets when one ends with a tough situation like a lawsuit. So yeah, an end of something tough in your life that's been causing a lot of conflict is coming to an end. Pile number 3. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, what an amazing card to start with. You have the 2 of Cups. So for a lot of you, this end of conflict could be an end of a conflict with someone dear to you, and you coming together in reunion, having fun together again, enjoying your time. That could be very significant to a lot of you. You have the 10 of Wands, an end of a stressful situation. And we see, as opposed to that, the 10 of Pentacles. Things coming back full throttle again. You are not as stressed as you used to be perhaps in this period of time in your life. That stress is ending. You are finding relief, gathering with dear ones as well. People who mean a lot to you, spending quality time with special dear ones. That is part of your coming blessings. You have the Queen of Wands. You have the 4 of Swords. The 7 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles. Wow, amazing cards. And you have the 10 of Swords. We definitely see an end of a cycle that was chaotic and stressful, putting the past in the past. You rising here like a phoenix, being free. There's freedom, a sense of freedom here from stress, from things that were burning you out, from being weighed down by so many responsibilities and worries about what could be and what could you do. This is all dissipating and ending. You have been persevering a lot, and now you're coming into a time with the 9 of Pentacles here, a time of wish fulfillment, a sort of wish you had felt during these stressful times. Things like, oh, how I wish this stress would work. I'm burned out and I can be free to do what I want and start enjoying my life and start to look ahead into the things that I want to do and create. So examples of these could be could be studies as well. Maybe you were burned out with a lot of studies and responsibilities, and you're looking forward to that summer vacation where you can finally be free and finish your exams and relax. This could have to do with work as well, not just studies. You have a lot of things on your shoulders, perhaps a lot of projects that you wish you can finish up so that you can finally be free and have time to look forward to the things that you actually want to do in your life, the projects you want to start, and so on. Yeah, there is this type of energy where the next blessing is you relaxing, chilling, having fun with dear loved ones, getting over the burdens that used to weigh you down and the responsibilities, and finally finishing them up so that you have more time in your hands to do the things and plan for the things that are important to you. Also, with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands love expressing herself, but here we see expressing yourself within a safe environment. So for a lot of you, that goes back to having an amazing lawyer that is protecting you and speaking up for you boldly. This could mean that you're blessed with having an expert at your back. With the Four of Swords here in the office, maybe the next blessing is finding a good accountant, a good lawyer, a good consultant, or perhaps you will be blessed with having some important information, very critical information that will help protect you later on in your future. It will feel like a great blessing to have known that particular information to protect and save yourself. Such a lovely reading, pile number 3. So overall, this is a period of time in your life where you're finally getting over the stressful things and the stressful connections, the stressful projects or studies, and having some quiet time to enjoy by yourself, to look forward to the things that you actually want to do, and to connect with loved ones. Pile number 3. Such beautiful energy coming for you. In fact, as I was preparing your pile, if you go back and look in the preparation, I remember we saw the Sun card at the bottom of the deck, showing that this is a phase of your life where things are positive. There's a lot of gathering with people, as I've noticed as well. It's time where you'll have fun, connect with others. What is this? Whoa, yes. Connect with others, enjoy your time. Stressful energy is dissipating. So it's a time of your life where chaos and conflict, exactly what it says here, is ending, restrictions are ending, and good luck and good energy is coming in. Right, so this is your reading in terms of your next coming blessings. Let's clear this out and get into the next part of your reading in terms of what should you expect next in terms of your healing. Meaning, what are you healing from next? All right, let's take a look at your cards, starting off with your oracle cards first. Whoa, you have milk and honey. Talk about healing, right? With milk and honey, I'm getting the idea that not only is this a time where you'll be healing a lot, but I see with this specific card a lot of physical healing as well, becoming healthier, right? So let's put this one here. You also have protection with the oak tree. I feel like these two together, what to expect next in terms of your healing, I'm seeing a stronger body. And the reason I say that is because did you know that the oak tree was just as high as it is, it has roots in the same length as it does. So it's really well rooted, and you always, not always, but a lot of the time see cards depicting thunder when it comes to oak trees. And that's because ancient people used to associate the oak tree with power, because they observed a lot of lightning hitting it and it's still standing in its place. So we see power and protection in your reading. And here we can see that your body is healing and becoming stronger. So happy for you, pile number 3. Keep doing what you're doing, whatever diet you're following, whatever routines or rituals you're doing, continue to do that. Your body's looking great. That's what to expect next in terms of your healing. You have Jupiter in Sagittarius with Principle. And you have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Other than the message, with Tiger, you can really see good stamina. Maybe you're exercising a lot, your body is becoming stronger. Yeah, I'm seeing that coming next for you. Either you'll start exercising. With Principle, perhaps you're starting in the first place, getting more information about what diet to follow, what exercise regimen to follow, getting information and starting that. So you've either started or you're either about to start that, pile number 3. And I see a lot of power and health exuding from you soon, pile number 3. With Jupiter here, I would say that you'll be very lucky, not just with the information you're getting, or perhaps you may even have a coach to help you with your exercises, or maybe not. The reason I said that is because this is a hat that reminds me of the Hierophant. So some sort of leader helping you, or maybe not. But you'll be lucky in terms of not just the information that you're getting, but also with the results that you're getting with the efforts you're putting in. So look forward to that, pile number 3. Really so happy for you. You have the World card. With Sagittarius, I always remember traveling, and with the World, I don't know what this has to do with healing, but maybe expect some sort of trip that will really help heal you and make you feel relaxed. Yeah, that makes sense. Some sort of traveling may happen for you next, pile number 3, that will really contribute to you relaxing and healing. Maybe seeing the first part of your reading where you had to work a lot and maybe you had some stresses in your life. Part of your healing is going off on a small trip. This could be as simple as maybe even sleeping over at someone's house, your friend's house, going back to your parents' house, or just traveling in general. This move, these days off are really going to contribute in you healing. I see hotel. You have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, we can see that you were really tired. It obviously was not an easy time for you in the recent past. You have the Knight of Swords. Like I said, a lot of you could have been studying a lot, but not necessarily, but I do see a lot of books, and you've been working a lot, studying a lot, so focused on something. You're worn out. I see with this card here that you may have been feeling stuck working, finishing something. It wasn't up to you. You just had to finish it. And part of your healing is that you're disconnecting from all of that, getting time just for you, doing what you love and enjoying that time. You have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, moving to tranquil waters, life transforming for you. The Sun card did come out. So yeah, moving from rough times to lovelier times ahead. That is very dominant in your reading, pile number 3. You have the 5 of Swords. You're succeeding at something. Did you see? A lot of you could be winning a lawsuit, graduating, achieving a goal with the Five of Swords. That in itself, the news itself, is really healing you, because you did put in a lot of effort, and to hear this news, it's mentally healing for you. You have the Five of Cups. You worked hard, my dear pile number 3. I'm so sorry. The recent past was not easy for you. I can really see it. You have the Three of Cups. And you meeting with others is coming strong in your reading. Every single pile. And last but not least, do you see someone meditating with the Two of Swords, right? You are chilling, relaxing, and especially with the Two of Swords, I feel here your coming healing is that you will, with this Two of Swords, you will kind of meditate and take your time in terms of future decisions. It's like they're on your mind, but I feel like there's a pause here where whatever decisions that need to happen in your future, at that time of your life, you're just relaxing, you're having fun, you're enjoying your wins, and you're not taking any decisions or any putting in mental efforts in other things that need your attention. You're just there to relax, to take a break, perhaps travel a little bit, and meet up with people that you really love, to heal from a past situation that took a toll on you. You're focused on your health, you're focused on what you need to eat, you're focusing on having a nice time and enjoying your wins for now. Pile number 3. Good for you. You really deserve this. One thing that is really highlighted in your reading, we can see with the World card in conjunction with the Five of Cups. I really see that this is you're ending a huge cycle in your life with disappointing energy, with people who brought you a lot of disappointment. There is a strong emphasis of ending a cycle with these people completely, and expect to heal from it completely. That's what's happening next for you. You're moving away from this energy, from feeling bad about it, from remembering it, from reminiscing. Yeah, you're moving on in your life, you're starting anew, and it's like you're having that one last cry, or maybe you already had that one last cry, ending the chapter, closing that book, starting a new one, and it's going to be completely a thing of the past. The interesting thing is that you're connecting in this phase of your life with very interesting people who you love spending your time with, as well as spending time alone to zen out. I see a lot of exploration with the World card in Sagittarius. Not just traveling, but also exploring different fun things and activities to do in your own city, in your own area, and finding fun things to do. So it's a beautiful time in your life. It's like the rainbow has come after the rain and thunder, and you're enjoying your successes, enjoying that new phase of your life. This old chapter, pile number 3, has closed. This is what I really can conclude in your reading. One huge chapter has closed and a new one is opening up for you. So pile number 3, that healing part of your reading is done. Let's now get into your coming success. Hi, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your coming success. So pile number 3, you have, ooh, TikTok, so cool. Okay, Tick tock, tick tock. I'm getting the idea that right away your coming success is coming very quickly. It's a matter of time, matter of moments, matter of minutes, matter of days. It's coming very quickly for you. You have stillness. So pile number 3, this is uncanny. In the 3 parts of your reading, we see calm waters coming ahead. That's really highlighted in your energy here. And it seems that it's something that you really need at the moment, obviously here. You also have Saturn in Gemini with concentration. Yeah. Just a little bit more of concentration needed. Take this time, don't talk a lot. Speaking, being careful with what you say is highlighted in your reading. I remember in the first part of your reading, we had the Queen of Wands in this deck telling you to be careful with what you say. Okay, so anything that you say, be careful because you don't want to trap your success at this time of your life. Right, so we're taking a look at what your coming success. You have, wow, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. These two energies of successfully overcoming a problem or a tough time in your life and getting stillness has been all over, consistent over your reading. You're the only pile that kept getting the same message over and over. It's like, it seems like it's the most thing you're focused, yeah, just like it says concentration. You're focused on in this life at the moment, and you're shifting from that finally. Okay? This could also signify traveling, by the way, moving from one area to another. Okay, so you have the 4 of Wands. You're celebrating a great victory that is coming over and over. If you have any doubt, have no doubt, pile number 3. In fact, you have the Tourmaline, which is all about cleaning up the negativity around you. Strong protection. So you have the Knight of Cups. Again, this idea of relaxing, chilling, now looking forward towards your dreams and what you want to achieve. Unbelievable. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands, a whole new beginning. Wow, Ace of Cups. This is a whole new world. Yeah, that's why you had the World card. Ooh. You have the Page of Cups. You keep getting a lot of court cards. And you have Temperance. Again, balance, having time with internal balance. We see nutrition, spending time with loved ones. Unbelievable. And you have the King of Wands. So let's see together what to expect in terms of your coming success. I see here with all of the pages, of course, a new beginning. A new beginning with setting boundaries. People who used to walk all over you for one reason or the other are no longer going to have that space to do that. This part is totally ending. It's a time of your life where you can finally start having the mental state to look into you, to look out for yourself. What do you want in life? You have the mental space to look out for you. Now you get to ask your question of, what do I want to do in my life? What do I want to achieve? And moving into a phase where you're emotionally balanced, you have the space to think of your future. This is a time where You're going to start dreaming of your future success. And the success here with the Four of Wands, this is success of a victory. You're cheering, your friends cheers, yeah, clicking cups for the success that just happened and looking forward to the coming future. Yes, this is the pile for success. Obviously, we've been that's the success that we've been looking at throughout your whole reading. It's uncanny here. A lot of you will be moving or traveling. And most importantly, you will be succeeding at starting a new beginning for yourself. It's a beginning that lacks complications. It's a beginning that is peaceful. One that is a smooth ride to the other side. You have the tranquil time to plan, how do I want my life to look like? What do I want to do next? How do I want to take care of me? How do I achieve these dreams that I just want? Yeah, it's a fresh new start for you, pile number 3. One that will be full of creativity, because of course the swan always reminds me of the goddess Saraswati, where we ride on her back and she takes us into excuse me, into her world of creativity and poetry and writing and and beautiful creative energy. It's a fresh new slate where you're drawing your life from the beginning, not just drawing, but looking forward to achieving that new beginning. With the King of Wands, you're feeling strong, powerful, on top of the world. You've regained your strength. You've regained your physical stamina. You're feeling young, powerful, and you're looking forward to a whole new future, a young, beautiful new future that is fresh for you to draw the way that you wanted to draw, pile number 3. And the most important success that I see is that you are setting very strong boundaries between you and, in the future, anyone that would dare to step their boundaries with you. That's one huge success that you've that to look forward next in your life. You're becoming powerful with the King of Wands, very confident, and you've learned how to set strong boundaries where if anyone would step it, they would burn. You're becoming more balanced and powerful. You've learned so much from the world and you're ready to use that experience moving forward. I see you doing great, pile number 3. I see you've grown a lot, and I don't see the past has brought you down. You must be a very strong person to move on from something tough like that and to simply look forward to a new future. All the best of luck with that, pile number 3. May you always be strong, vibrant, and have a blessed, wonderful life. That was your reading, pile number 3. I hope I didn't say 4. That was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for spending this time with me. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book could really help you out in your future in terms of the dreams you're planning out for at the moment. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And I see in your energy, now you're all about enjoyment. Pile number 3, this book holds true to its promises. It's to its promise, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook, by the way, if you enjoy audiobooks. And pile number 3, that was your reading. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your pile preparation process. If you've been meaning to get straight into your reading, please click on the timestamp that is right under this one. But if you've clicked here to watch your preparation, welcome. I always love sharing this time with you. I believe that it's really important that you do spend your energy watching this preparation and being part of it. I believe it's really important, and that's why I leave it out on camera. Right, so let's get into it. If you're interested in any of the decks that I use, because you always ask me, you'll find that I leave their names down in the description box. These will be the oracle cards that I'll be using for this reading. And of course, in terms of your tarot deck, you've already picked it out from the very beginning. For this reading, we are going to be dividing your reading into 3 piles. With the first part, we'll be taking a look at what to expect next in terms of your blessings, and then the second part with your healing, and the third with your success. Right, so let's get into that. Oh, sorry. There we go. And let's shuffle with intention. So what can pile number 4 expect next? What's coming next for them in terms of their blessings, healing, and success, please? Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's get into the next deck. What can pile number 4 expect next? What's coming next for them, please? Thank you. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Getting into our next deck. What can pile number 4 expect next, please? What can pile number 4 expect next? 1, 2, I feel these 2, and 3. Okay. Now onto the tea leaf. This deck, this tea leaf deck, I love very much. Very hard to shuffle, so we're gonna be dividing it into 4 parts. There we go. 1. Let's shuffle this one. Oh, this one's ready. Let's take it. All right, and let's divide the rest into the remaining piles. Okay. Hey, if you're watching the preparation, you have egg here. Success assured with good plans and hard work. That's a message right there for you if you've been watching the preparation. Look forward to something hatching, coming up. If you've watched pile number 1, this is a confirmation for you. Other than that, yeah, expect some success to come. All right. Thank you. And the last part. Oh, I feel this one. Let's take it. All right. So now our 3 piles are ready with the oracle decks that we will be using for your reading. Now let's get into your tarot deck. We will be picking out 8 cards for each of these 3 sections. So what can pile number 4 expect next, please? What can pile number 4 expect next? What can pile number 4 expect next, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wonderful. We'll leave the rest of your tarot deck on the side in case we need any further clarifications during your reading. And now let's pick up your 3 piles and put them together neatly. There we go. So that is the first part of your reading that has to do with your blessings. And that right there is the second part of your reading that has to do with your what to expect next in terms of your healing. And that is the last part that has to do with what to expect next in terms of your coming success. Wonderful. All right, pile number 4. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate it and love having your energies involved during the preparation. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. As you can see, we're taking a look at what's coming next for you. In terms of this part, we'll be taking a look at your blessings, and this pile will be taking a look at your healing, what to expect next in terms of your healing. And with this part of your reading, we'll be taking a look at what to expect next in terms of your success. So let's start off with the first pile. With the first section of your reading, in terms of your blessings, you have chaos and conflict. So as I said before, previously, don't worry about negative cards coming, answering positive readings. If a reading is asking what is your next blessing, then the card here is coming to answer that question for you. You also have what? Purification. My goodness. Oh my god, this is uncanny. If you clicked on pile number 3, these are the 2 exact cards that came up in the same order, in the same way, for their first pile. So scary, so uncanny. Not scary, uncanny is the right word. Wow. So if you picked pile 3 and 4, wow, I don't know what to tell you. So here we can see that you are coming out of a time that was very stressful in your life, perhaps even chaotic. Things are clearing out for you. The sun is coming out again, and you're feeling the positivity of the blessings of life. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling the sun. You're feeling like this is a time of rejuvenation and rest, where you can look forward to beautiful things ahead to come. You have Mars in Aries with impulsiveness. Yeah, it's a time where you're following your emotions, you're following your passions. It's a time of great luck, and it's a time where you'll be following what you want. You're not feeling restricted anymore, but in fact the energy around you is now being purified and energy is flowing very quickly for you. This is the energy of Mars. It's powerful energy, and we see energy flowing easily in your life. You have Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's very clear, pile number 4, that the next blessing is some troubles that happened that were quite chaotic. They ruined a lot of things previously. And now it's a time where you're taking a big sigh, relaxing, moving forward with strength. And positivity is entering in your life. Let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what all this is about. You have the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and you have the Ten of Swords. Obviously, with the Ten of Swords ending your reading in a blessing pile, we can see that these are the end of the tough times that perhaps weighed you down, kept you from feeling like you could get up and start anew, because you were tied down by people who were a little selfish, who were only looking out for themselves, or an organization or something of that sort that was only looking out for its own interests, was ruthless. And you were really tied down. You felt like you couldn't get out of it at some point. And now you feel like this has ended. New laws have adjusted, or new rules have adjusted. Perhaps you renewed a certain contract or something. And now this phase of your life is completely ending. And it's a huge blessing to you, because not only have you gained a lot of learnings from it, you've gained a lot of power, you've gained a lot of critical information, but it's a blessing because it's a beautiful new fresh start for you emotionally, where you can feel, where you feel like you're finally not tied down and you are free with the Chariot to roam and do whatever else you want to do in life. You feel like you've regained your balance with the Two of Wands. With the Queen of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, I feel like the truth has come out. You're getting your rights back. Getting what you deserve back, at least. Getting what you deserve back. Getting your rights back. Adjusting new laws or creating new ways of doing things. And it's causing you to really gain back your balance and start anew the way that you want. You feel like your life is finally moving ahead. That's why you have the running horse and the margin energy. Yeah, this is the summer rain where it comes and clears everything out before the sun finally comes out. And so, yeah, you finally feel free of conflict, free of chaos, free from energy of deceit or selfish energy in general. And you feel like you can finally move on with your life, like we mentioned. Also, I'm seeing here for you, pile number 4, that you're holding the potential for something. With the High Priestess, I think there is some sort of impressive project or endeavor that you are thinking about, very knowledgeable about, you're keeping secret. Or at least only you know about it for now. You see Raziel holding the seed of life here in sacred geometry, showing especially with the pomegranate as well being highlighted, of course, with the High Priestess, we see that you're holding a seed to a new project that you want to start. It's going to be a surprise. And with the Two of Wands here, you're holding, again, that idea. Maybe you're in the phase of going back and forth between how you're going to do it, whether you're going to do it or not. I think you are going to do it. But it's more like you're thinking of which way you're going to do it, how you're going to maybe invest in it. You're studying it at the moment. But in terms of your blessings, you are holding a huge blessing in your hand, because it seems that this seed will turn out to be something quite amazing in the future. The blessing is that you're holding a seed to something super impressive. Pile number 4. Very impressive. In fact, I want to get more information, not to reveal at all your secret, but for you to know the potential of it. Pile number 4. Tower, solid foundation, success without effort. Wow. You're holding something amazing here. And I see that it is so brilliant. You know that it's going to create something with little effort. You know how there are some sort of seeds that take little effort to plant, but they come out in huge sizes and they look amazing. I feel like you're holding a seed to something that may bring a lot of money, may bring a lot of success, may bring a lot of fortune and maybe fame, that will create a new foundation for you. With not much effort. It's like a brilliant idea. So all the best of luck with that, pile number 4. So these are the blessings. That's the blessings, what to expect next. You're planting this new seed. You're moving on with your life, and you're finally over something that has been weighing you down. In fact, we can see with your energy that you're now healing, and energy is flowing into your life very quickly. Something has been exposed or will be exposed that was quite unfair. Okay, let me clear out your cards and get into the next part of your reading, which has to do with what to expect next with your healing. All right, let's now take a look at what to expect next in terms of your healing. So pile number 4, you have mending. Isn't this beautiful? Could you be mending and healing a connection with someone that means a lot to you? That could be something significant. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have, wow, happiness. Beautiful energy for your healing. You also have Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. Love that. Love your cards, pile number 4. You have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. That coming with resourcefulness is really interesting. Let's see the rest of your cards. Pile number 4. You have the Knight of Swords. What healing to expect? Perhaps there is financial healing here. This specific Knight of Swords reminds me of bookkeeping, being savvy, smart, and resourcefulness. I think you're healing finances here and you're on the right path, one way or the other. All right, so you have the Knight of Wands, so you have 2 knights. You have the Queen of Wands. Amazing. a lot of court cards. You have, wow, the Page of Wands. You really have a lot of court cards. And we're seeing personal healing here. Court cards talk about different characteristics, and we're seeing your healing in so many ways. We'll explore that in a second. You have the Five of Wands, the King of Swords. Most of your cards in your healing pile are court cards. The Two of Pentacles and the Empress. Wow. So with the Empress and resourcefulness, there is creativity here. Nurture but creativity. What is that? Perhaps you're being very creative with where you put your finances, especially that we saw bookkeeping and resourcefulness. So there's financial healing overall. I also see with the Empress nurturing. I see you taking the time to nurture yourself, to take a break, to heal, to enjoy your time. That's coming strong as well. I see that with the Arrow, perhaps there was a setback in your past. That could have been actually a blessing in disguise. Although it took you back a little bit and perhaps it wasn't easy at all, but really you will find out later that this happened to propel you forward in one way or the other, especially when it comes to your inner healing, pile number 4. So how do we see your healing moving ahead? You have 2 knights, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And here I would say you're healing in terms of being bolder. The knights have bold energy. They're not afraid of moving forward. In fact, these 2 knights are the fastest knight in the deck. The fastest knights in the deck. So the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Wands, we're really seeing a new description of who you are. We're seeing you as someone who is outspoken now, someone who is confident, glowing. You're gaining a lot of attraction and attention. Your reputation is at all-time high. Perhaps your reputation is healing as well, pile number 4. That's really interesting, especially that we saw conflict in this pile and the one before. So some conflict is healing in your life, and your reputation is clearing out. I see also maybe art. What is that? Yes, it looks like this person is holding maybe an art tool. Now this coming in conjunction with the Empress. Yes, like you have an idea that you want to draw or create. Creativity is here. That's why you have resourcefulness as well. So I would say in terms of healing, you're healing a project that may have gone wrong or gone wary, and you're now doing it your way. Some project in the past did not work out the way you wanted it, and I see you're healing that. You're bringing that back, and you're restarting that project. Pile number 4. In fact, you may be even considering going back and forth, considering whether you should invest in it, or whether you should find out how you're going to put your money into it or invest into it. You're being resourceful at the moment. Yeah, you're healing a project in your life. You're making it happen. That's what to expect next, pile number 4. Now, I read about this King of Swords, Francis Bacon, and he revolutionized science research, modern science research. I think it was called the Bacon method. No, Baconian method. So, taking into account this King of Swords with the 5 of Wands, believe it or not, in your reading, pile number 4, yeah, we saw what you're healing in your life, but you have a part here that talks about you healing your life path. You are now at the premises of moving towards your life mission, where you are going to begin to revolutionize something that is not going well in an area where there's conflict, perhaps two ideas conflicting, or conflict of interest as well. In any case, you're going to start moving into a direction that will revolutionize something brilliant. Could this be related to the creative project here you're going to start, where you're thinking about financing it? It could be, or these could be separate. But all in all, pile number 4, what you're healing, you're mending an old connection with someone. You personally are healing and becoming happy. You're enjoying your life. You're taking a break. You're also becoming stronger and more outspoken. Your reputation is clearing. And you're starting something creative here that may revolutionize something great, as Francis Bacon here. You're also healing finances. You're becoming more resourceful and financially smart. And most of all, you're thinking about investing maybe into this idea. So that's what I see in your reading. Pretty specific, pile number 4. Let's now take a look at what's happening next in your life in terms of your success. All right, so now let's see what's coming next. You have the Yang energy. Powerful energy when it comes to a success reading. So something is springing into action here. Okay. You also have, whoa, yes, you have potential. Again, we're seeing this idea that something is springing into action. Next, success. Could it be related to that project you have brimming up your sleeve? Maybe, let's see. But there's definitely potential for success to come. I almost feel like this card is an extension of this one, where something that has great potential is about to explode into life. You have Mercury in Leo with the drama. Again, we see something coming up strong, roaring. We see huge success. There's no doubt about it in your cards, pile number 4. We see huge success. Leo energy. Yeah, that's success waiting to happen right now. you have the moon in Cancer with friendship. Okay. Let's see your tea leaf. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So obviously, also, what to expect next in terms of your success, not just with something that's potentially, so this is either two things simultaneously or one, depending on what resonates with you. So for a lot of you, you've done things in the past and you're now going to start reaping the financial results for these things. And that's why you have a lot of drama, yang, potential. So huge financial success coming because of your hard-earned effort. And also, for some of you, you can have that as well as you having a project up your sleeve and it's now about to spring into life, creating loud noise, huge marketing, huge word of mouth. A lot of people hearing about it. With friendship, you can have a lot of loyal following or loyal customers who love what you're bringing out there. Pile number 4. All right, let's see the rest of your cards. You have the 8 of Swords. Okay. The 9 of Wands. The Hermit. The 4 of Pentacles. The 2 of Cups. In terms of success, coming to with the 2 of Cups and the friendship, we see you succeeding at mending a friendship or a connection that we kind of saw in your past part of your reading. All right, so that is confirmed here. Perhaps it brought a lot of drama in the past, kept you feeling stuck, and it's very important for you to come in harmony with this person. You have Justice, wow, okay. The 7 of Wands, quite powerful 7 of Wands. And you have the King of Wands. Wow. What a strong King of Wands. Well, we see this part of your reading talking about a past part that we've already read, ending some sort of unfairness. Justice, 7 of Wands, and here we have King Brown, I think is his name. No, John Brown, who was considered one of the icons to end, that was anti-slavery, took action, has done wars. Some people see him as a hero, others see him as a terrorist because he was trying to end slavery with war. Regardless, my point is here we see someone who's courageous, and who stood, we see the strong look, the strong fierce look, my goodness, someone who stood up there strong to bring justice for themselves, so, or for others. So we see in your reading here, pile number 4, with success, you, what to look up next is that you're standing with confidence to end something that maybe kept you stuck or enslaved, or kept you in some sort of drama, was unfair to a great extent. And we see your next success is that you're ending that, you're moving past that in your life. And I feel like with the Hermit card and in conjunction with the 4 of Pentacles, part of your success is being able to roam freely really, to keep to yourself, to have that freedom to do whatever you want, to study whatever you want, to invest your finances in whatever you want, to have the interests that you want. Yeah, to follow your heart and follow what you want. Because obviously in the past, drama and issues kept you really stuck. And you're really happy to be moving past that, to keep that in the past, and to do the interest that you like, to spark action and great success, which we have been seeing in your piles throughout your reading. And yeah, to move forward with freedom. There is this special person that you're mending a connection with, like we said. But most importantly, pile number 4, you're succeeding at bringing justice to yourself, to moving in your life freely without anyone or anything tying you down unfairly. Good for you, pile number 4. You're such a strong character and you deserve all this freedom. Also look forward to a lot of financial gain from past work that you've done coming ahead. So pile number 4, that was your reading. All the best of luck. My goodness, spending time with your pile, there's so much going on in your life and I feel so invested in your reading. I see your strong character, I see your potential, and I'm really rooting for you, pile number 4. Bravo with everything you've done. Bravo to your next chapter in your life. May you spend it in peace, doing everything that you love. That was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but it could really help you out in your journey and all of the successes and dreams that you want to achieve, because it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person. So even if you're already a productive person, whether you're starting out or you're already productive, this book could really teach you some great techniques to enhance your productivity while enjoying it at the same time. So if you're interested in that, pile number 4, you'll find a link to this book down in the description box. All the best of luck in your future. Oh, there's also an audiobook version if you enjoy that. I love personally audiobooks. It was lovely meeting you, pile number 4, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.